Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away.
go out and on the night, reach up and touch the light. We're dancing, we don't sleep until we die. We don't have to worry, drink up now the night is early. Keep dancing, there's no time for running right.
Hey, one pizza but don't want to share? We've got Pizza Hut's My Box. It comes with one pizza and a side with multiple combinations. It's the right size lunch for you and only you. No sharing required. Get your My Box today, only at Pizza Hut.
Last year, we set the stage for the biggest esports tournament in Brunei. A platform where legends are made. A $25,000 prize pool and a spot to show who was the best PUBG team in Brunei. But this year, we're about to go bigger. Welcome to the AMPRO Clash Series Season 1, where you will be given the chance to start your legacy as the first ever ACS champion. You wanted more games? You've got more games. PUBG, VALORANT, and Mobile Legends Bang Bang. With 3 titles, we're looking for the next kings and queens of Brunei Esports. This is your chance to show the whole of Brunei, no, the whole of Borneo, who's the champion, and a stake at a $27,500 prize pool. So what are you waiting for? A registration fee? I'll see you on the battlefield.
Yes, I've been back at it. On this music like a bad habit. I abuse it like a crack addict. I swoop the beat and take a crack at it.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. Welcome back to day 3 of week 1 in the AMPRO Clash series of the Valorant event here from Crit. Today, hosted to you by your boy Yamiraj and
your boy Dubree. So good to be back, Mus. It's so good to be back.
Yeah, welcome back, man. It's been a while. But yeah, with that in mind, we would first likely to thank our sponsors. Our main sponsor, Progresif, our official lifestyle brand, Boeffi, our official restaurant, Jollibee, our official isotonic drink, UC1000, our official merchant wallet, pocket.com.bn, official vehicle sponsor, Hyundai, official energy drink, Red Bull, official tech sponsor, Yappe IT Store, official pizza sponsor, Pizza Hut, and lastly, our official performance partner, Nissan.
And of course, for the fan sponsors, we do have MOC Logistics, Burgers and Grills Brunei. We have Pop in the Box. We have T4 Brunei. We have Monkey Bars, H22 Workshop, GT Engineering. And for our production partner, we have Laila Tushazana Studio. And for our logistics partner, we have Mortar Events. Our marketing partner, Hoko Agency. Our digital partner, we have Alfred. And lastly, our social media partner, Rano Adidas.
And thank you to everyone again for tuning in today. This wouldn't have been possible without you guys over there. And yeah, just a recap of what happened yesterday. We had a lot of interesting things going on. As you can see here from the brackets.
Yep, from the brackets, it has. We're seeing here TG will be up against Goodfellas in the upper final, and for the lower semifinal we do have a WK and N4B, and of course again yesterday's games, mad games. I've seen the game streamed. I've seen how intense it was. I even saw some statistics where some teams were leading and then got come back really hard. So like what do you think about the two teams that were already knocked out of the week?
The two teams, that being
Yesterday.
Sentry and Sigun, who are going to be pushed back to week number 2. Sentry, we kind of had a bit of little hope because the map where they were performing the weakest, Haven, they only scored 1 round when they went against anything F. But yesterday, against a big team such as WK, they managed to score at least 6. But afterwards, on Bind, Riri and the rest of the gang, they just managed to clutch it up, and they won so many rounds despite how Sentry were playing. I think that Sentry weren't too polished, they weren't too revised, and with Sigun, I don't really know what to say, but it is surprising that the decider map for that game as well was Pearl, but we didn't get to catch that anywhere, so we'll have to wait and see what they're going to be doing in week number 2.
Yeah, and of course tonight we'll be seeing 2 more teams drop to the second week as well. And of course 2 teams will be getting a slot for the grand finals, right?
Yep.
Final round. So yeah, I'm not really, we don't really have much too high of an expectation. We want to keep everything equal, and of course the game that everyone is probably really excited for. Yeah, we have Goodfellas.
This is, I would say, most confidently the top 2 for this week. We're looking at them right now, and it's not even the finals. This is only the semi.
Wow, they're both really consistent teams, right? You gotta say they're consistent in terms of results, in terms of everything. They are really consistent, and very top 2 teams. I would say very top teams in Brunei right now, and going to see them head to head is going to be something, most right?
Yeah, and
Really
here we have the map veto. First one, the ban coming in from TG. Let's see what they're gonna be taking out. Fracture. Okay, I think they understand that Goodfellas on Fracture are something you don't want to go against, because on the attack, on the defense, it doesn't matter which side they're on. They're just gonna be pushing.
Yeah, the pincer movement. You see how they pinch everyone out of Fracture. So TG are going to, play safer. They want to get out the power cards, Can I get it out of GFS away so they can, get an upper hand out of this? And we're going to see Goodfellas next.
Yeah, Goodfellas here. Ooh, banning Haven. A map where TG didn't look too strong before, but yesterday, after going up against Sigun, they showed that they had a better composition and the better chemistry. So I think GFS don't want to be dealing with that either.
Yeah, we're going to see a map pick now from TG, and we have Ascent for our game
first
number
game.
1.
Ascent, everybody, with Goodfellas picking defense first. Okay. Let's see what Goodfellas is going to be picking. Breeze.
Breeze. A very I've seen Goodfellas played it out in a breeze. I've seen TG played it out here as well, and TG will be taking on to the defensive side, probably providing a bit of cushion for the first half. We will see how it goes out in a breeze. But now going into map number
Okay, Pearl is out of the equation. Again, Pearl is a bit too new for everybody to be able to understand fully here,
Yeah.
and I think it's just a matter of getting it out because they're not too comfortable playing that map.
Indeed.
And the last
Bind.
two, Bind being banned, which leaves us to Icebox.
Icebox.
We all know Icebox is hometown for one team.
Yeah, but it is also a very APAC map.
It
right.
is,
It's a
it
very
is.
APAC map. And the scary thing about Icebox, like I always said, the second half is just like a new half.
It's a new
Yeah,
world. Yeah.
Momentum, everything changes immediately.
I mean, yeah, it's very APAC, but I would say very concentrated towards Southeast Asia as a region. Because if you look at the quarterfinalists, you look at the performances from Extend Crit previously, teams like that, Team Secret, you have PRX as well. All of them made their wins mostly on Icebox against other teams.
Yeah, it's the Southeast Asian special, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Very Southeast Asian special. A map that is really pretty balanced. It's similar to Ascent, and it's similar to a map from a different game. But yeah, it's pretty similar. The executions are pretty easy. The cutoff points are very similar as well. So it's a very basic read-on map for teams from Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it complements the style of being aggressive. Because on defense in Icebox, they love taking up a main. They think, well, what they mostly do is that if you don't take the space in A main, you're giving too much breathing room. And then on attack, it's the same thing. Their specialty is being able to push in and play the trades. And I think PRX does this very well. Like, if not, they are the best teams in terms of trading.
Yep, indeed. That's the most basic fundamental I think that's required in Valorant, and I see a lot of people, probably a lot of teams don't really take that, very highly.
Yeah. And with that being said, we will be moving into a short break here before we go into Agent Select. So we'll see you guys in just a sec. All right, now moving to the Agent Select, powered to you by Boeffi. Their launch date early of August. We're already in the mid of August, so they're launching a total of 7 products consisting of ergonomic stables and chairs for everyday use and gaming. And their goal here is to effortlessly and effectively look after the health and well-being of their consumers every day. So what are you guys waiting for? Head on over to Boeffi International on Instagram. Boeffi, better home, better living.
Better home, better living. And what else looks like home for Valorant players? Ascent.
Ascent, yeah.
And we are now going into Ascent for game number 1.
Game number 1 here. Let's look at the compositions coming in. TG, Saviero, going back to his roots. Gonna be on that Astra. He made his
Select
debut on
your
Omen
agent.
yesterday on Haven against Sigun. And the post-match interview, he told us he used Owen because of the paranoia Flash being able to execute retakes very effortlessly and quickly.
Couldn't agree more. And looking at Goodfellas.
Awesome
Oh,
is also on Astra. So this is a bit of a very close mirrored match. We're seeing KO Chamber on both sides as well as Astra. The difference here is the picks in the Duelist and the second Initiator. Oh, actually, no. The Initiators are the same. The only difference is literally the Duelist.
yeah, the only difference is the duelist. You have a Jet and then you have a Raze. So I think the combination they are looking for here is to play around Astra, most likely. Astra and Fade.
Yeah, Astra and Fate, definitely. You have the Seas tethering them down, and then you have the Gravity Well or the Nova Pulse Concussion coming in from Astra. It could be a deadly combination, as well as having a raise for the side of Goodfellas here, it is going to be very difficult for them, especially with that combination of the paint shell and again, the C's.
Xaviero looking a bit different here. But we are going into round number 1. The webcam is going to get adjusted for the players and we'll be seeing them soon in action. And yes, we are. Now we are seeing TG will be pushing onto A, it seems. With Azam just holding onto the backside, dropping in the well. Going to go for a pull here, but Dwadwa does try to get a contact off here. Off to A main, but Spacey positioning himself over A main as well. But not much happening here, it seems, still a bit of a default. We do have a chamber lurking out of B. But Dwadwa, it seems, is going to start a party around here. Gets the scan from Fate, throws the nade in. This will be able to disperse them a bit, but Dwadwa comes in huge as he takes down Exotic. 4v5 now, TG with 1 member down. Dwadwa going to retreat back just a bit more onto A mid. Ooh, could have got a pick there, but does tag Spacey down onto 30% of his health. And the door is going to get closed, but to destroy it, and no access for TG at all if they were gonna get a post plant.
TG here in a bit of a disadvantage. No information coming in whatsoever from Sentium there, as if we look on the map here, GFS have 2 players posted up on the side of B, and they're just going to be taking up a little bit of that space in B main. And now Spacey with an opening, but nothing happens and Janilyzer denies it.
Ooh, Janilyzer takes one down, but Hadif takes him down instead. The frag comes in and Azam takes down Xaviero as well. Sentium takes down Dwadwa and Hadif does get the side, but does not end. Takes down Azam. It's 2v2. 4 seconds on the clock. No time at all for the spike to be planted. And just like that, round goes over to Goodfellas. Barely manages to do it and Brett comes out of it.
That was very upsetting. TG managed to get the picks into getting into that site, securing it. However, just as Dubri has said, they ran out of time. The cross, I think they were too paranoid on the cross from tree there as the door was destroyed earlier. But yeah, now they're going to be going into a SMG and a mixed buy, and Exotic opting for a Marshall and a shield. It seems they are setting up for a mid take here with GFS doing their default of 3 on A and 2 on B.
Yep, it seems it is a 3 on A, 2 on B. With the chamber trap, you can actually just cover the whole of mid already. And we are seeing here Spacey picking up a bit of a space here over to short. Trying to get a position here off to mid as well, but Janilyzer is holding onto the cubby. And now Spacey is going to push into mid, it seems, as Janilyzer still holding on to that angle. The rest of TG are still over onto mid, but Spacey does take the charge, takes down the trap. And Mojo right now sends out the Prowler, gets the information. Spacey going up against the Yaris as Mojo takes him down. And Mojo again taking down 2. Brad takes down Xaviero. And it is a 5v2 for Goodfellas. Very good upper hand here as Dwadwa takes the push onto mid, and Exotic takes down Janilyzer. Oh, takes Brad takes down Exotic instead.
Very confidently, the team pinching into the last 2 players of TG there to clean up the round. Things could have gone either way, but Spacey, being the opener for that round, was taken down by Mojo, and he gets the second, while Brad managed to take a pick onto Hadif over in B main. We're going to have to see what they're going to do here, as it is going to be a full buy round against the bonus coming in from Goodfellas. I don't see any upgrades in weapons. They don't want to get too much of their economy wasted on this round. As we know, if you lose the bonus, you're going to be forced to go on a full buy.
Going into round number 3. The rest of TG are going to opt for the A push, it seems, but leaving Spacey and Sentium onto mid, trying to cross and go up against Janilyzer. Takes a few shots, the flash is going to get popped, it seems. And we have Chamber as well outside of B main. Could be taking some crossfire here onto mid, but the rest of TG are on guard. As Sentium is going to watch over B and mid. Dwadwa holding on to A main, sends the nade in. Hadif is forced to reposition, but takes down Dwadwa. But a refrag coming from Azam. Very beautiful here as Mojo tries to fight it off, but Janilyzer with the Spectre takes down 2. Spacey takes down Janilyzer as well. Mojo against the world as he takes... No!
Last player
Setia
standing.
actually takes him down. It's Azam who takes down Spacey,
player
and Azam
remaining.
gets taken down by Sentium, but Brett comes in to wrap it up. And there you go, another round over to Goodfellas.
Winning that bonus was very essential for their economy. That was supposed to be TG's round because they were in the advantageous position, having full buys against SMGs and just an Ares. But GFS managed to clutch it up there. Brad refragging the last person just in time as they were looking away. Man, what do they have to do now? They're all gonna be on sheriffs. A bunch of light shields here and there. Hadif has his Nightfall, but you do not want to commit a important piece of utility during an eco round.
Yep, jumping down to round number 4. You can see how, since they're on the sheriff, you would expect a very slow play here. You know, you want to get picks, but the Goodfellas are doing really well as well. You know, they're meeting up the pace of TG. They're playing it really slow as well. And Brad is just looking over high mid. Will he get a pick? Does not. Gets the TP out onto back of mid, moving on to Pizza. And Generalizer looks like he's ready to pop a flash here. I think once the flash gets popped, there should be Brett coming in, and Brett and Generalizer get on the board as Exotic takes Generalizer down. Brett again with a
Spike
shot
down
over
mid.
Hadif. And the flash comes in from Exotic, trying to clear up the mid. Gets the flash. Brett forced to reposition all the way back,
One
but
enemy
still holding
remaining.
onto the angle. And Duaro picks up a frag over Exotic onto high mid. It's 4v1. It's on Sentium left. Sentium only with the Sheriff and the Temperature gun. Oh, but Duadua takes him from behind and Sentium goes down.
4-0. Very strong lead coming in from GFS here. But I have to say, looking at how they take map control, even though that they were advantageous, it is very disciplined and respectful that they're not just going in gung-ho against this team because they know they have the potential to punish them if they commit a mistake. But as soon as they get their picks, everyone, Janelizer, Dwadwa, taking the space in Kabi, pushing up A main and slowly pinching them and choking down TG.
You want to play? Let's
How,
play.
no, that's what I said, how teams are meeting each other's pace and then, you know, giving out such a good gameplay. Playing it safe, the attackers are playing safe, so we'll play safe as well. We're defending, but the shots are coming in as the TP goes off for Brad, teleports his way out B as the rest of the members of TG gets sight. A very quick push, very good pressure coming in from TG, does not get taken down by Brad at all.
Spike
And the rest
planted.
of Goodfellas are going to regroup and take on B side back as Sentium holds an angle.
Spike is already placed down here. They're waiting for that Nightfall to come on, and look at how they're all bunched up together.
Brad takes Sentium down. The nade comes in to create more space on the side. Does not look so good here for TG, but Spacey manages to take Wanda, who is just pushing in there. No refrags at all coming in, as they're just going to hold this angle out. Oh, they're still waiting for the utility to pop into side, but very good picks here from Spacey and Mojo. Takes down Spacey as
enemy
well, but
remaining.
Hadif takes down Mojo, and it's all over the place. It's
enemy
only
remaining.
Generalizer left. It's KO against KO, but Generalizer gets the flash. The flash from Exotic was just so beautiful.
It was perfectly timed, and it was the one-on-one KO bout in the end there. Janelizer had the upper hand, but he dropped down. That flash drive came out right on time, got blinded, and Exotic wrapping it up there very nicely, putting one on the board for the side of TG. And it was very nice how they managed to take side and not lose anyone in that process. And they still had a lot of utility.
Yeah, despite the utilities getting thrown from Goodfellas. Did you see how Mojo was waiting and everyone's just tossing in utilities?
Just waiting on the edge of lane.
Yeah, but in the end, TG came out stronger. And now we're going into round number 6. Smokes are coming in onto A main. The rest of TG are a bit spread out here over middle. They do have Exotic and Spacey over spawn. But the rest of Goodfellas are siding onto A side, it seems. I think they are going to make a play here for the retake over B.
Things
They're
are slowing down a little bit though.
Face
Look at how
your fear.
cautious they're being here. Still respecting them even though the fact they've managed to get one. Switch being activated as well. And things are going down.
Seems that they are going in for the retake. But Spacey goes to overextend a bit here. But Generalizer and Azam are a bit cautious here over the smoke. And being cautious does not mean anything if you miss as Spacey takes down Generalizer, who seems to Jollibee, who seems to whip a bit there, but the Mojo sends in the eye, gets the scan onto side. They are all wall bangable at this point. Mojo takes a few shots. Azam takes on Hadif. Saviero now watching over lane, but Saviero takes on Duadwa and Exotic takes on Mojo as well. Brad comes in huge from stairs as he picks up 2. It's only Spacey left over lane. Brad going to take the wall bang from this one. Spacey does have the angle for this one. Clock is ticking. The fuse is initiating, but Spacey is getting closer to you. But Brad comes so huge. Clutch Master. Brad takes him down.
0.3 seconds, and that looked so strong from TG on that retake, managing to take out 3. But Brad coming out and taking 2, playing aim labs on a stage like this, transferring between their targets so quickly. Brad, you do not want to disrespect this guy. You don't want to count GFS just out yet when he's the last man alive.
He has been a clutch master. We've seen him for quite a while, and you know, being on this team, so many support from this team, and looking back at the replay, look at the shots coming in from Brad, the way he plays out the spike and he gets a defuse. Oh my, this man.
Confidently placing it into half, and it seems now that 0 Point has tagged Spacey here on the top of middle. And again, the movement. Look at that map control. Brad already has control over Tile, getting a pick onto Sentium here.
Yep, it is a pick over Sentium. It is 4v5. A very good pick, I would say. You've taken down the Sentinels, so they do have their back exposed a bit here for TG. But Spacey will take over this role, and it seems he will be holding onto A main, trying to see anyone pushing it out. And rest of TG will be pushing on easy. Spacey, going into A side all alone and gets taken down by Nordon just like that. But will that be enough for them to go into B? Because Brad is still there. He does have the Vandal, but Exotic with a refrag over Brad with the Spectre. It is 2v4. The Goodfellas are going to push on to this one as Mojo takes Exotic down. It's only Hadif left with the Spectre. The Prowler comes in to eat him as well, but Dwadwa comes out victorious. The utilities were just too much for Hadif. Very, very interesting kind of way to end that round.
Man, the moment Hadif tried faking by pressing the plant there, gave just enough information. You saw how Azam threw the star there, activated the Nova Pulse instantly, even though a Prowler was already on its way. Just throwing everything, even though it's one man left. It's just absolutely insane how accurate they could tell his position in that very moment, just from pressing the spike, the plant. And it seems now that TG are going for a B take, but
Dwadwa takes down Spacey, and Exotic as well takes down Brad. But Showstopper comes in and takes down Hadif, and Dwadwa gets a third kill. But Saviero takes down Dwadwa, and Generalizer wraps it up by taking down Saviero. Just like that.
Just as we were talking about setups, Dwadwa was already deep in, gets the opening pick, activates that Showstopper, gets another, flicks onto the person coming out onto tiles here, and it seems now that TG are gonna take a breather with this timeout activated by Hadif.
I think that round took less than 10 seconds, it seems.
Yeah,
it was that quick.
It was very quick.
It was a battle of aim, it seems, towards that end. I think they were just trying to pincer them out immediately, making it quick. And yes, TG weren't able to hold the push from Goodfellas, leading them to be, you know, be pulling out the timeout card.
Yeah. TG have looked good in post-plan. Their only thing is that they didn't respect the last person standing earlier, which was Brad. But replace Brad with anyone else, and you still have a single Titan from the group of giants here.
Indeed, that is absolutely true. I mean, yeah, you want to be a part of giants, right? They are. You take one down, there's 4 left. You know, anyone could be in that position, and anyone could have performed just like how Brad did, right?
Set up here again. TG probably gonna slow things down yet again, but I think they need to pick up the pace here. They have to understand the more time you waste setting up and trying to be a bit too safe about things, the rest of the team is just gonna start pinching you.
Yeah, and we are about to see that
Here.
soon enough as TG are positioning themselves onto B main. It seems that they are going in for a B push. It seems they're just holding on to this one. They're probably waiting for the time to click or just waiting for Sentium to get information over high mid or get a few picks. But it seems that they are going to play it really safe here. I think at this point it's about the execution and the speed and the tenacity of how, you know, they are going to capture the whole site. But Brad does have this angle in check. He does have B side on lock. Anyone who appears on his screen will be taken down. And yes, just like that, Brad takes down Spacey. It's 4v5 of Mojo with the timing over. Takes out 3 over lane. And wraps just like that. It's only Sentium left over mid. Mojo with the timing. He's just in time and Dua picks it off over Sentium. And that is another round for Goodfellas.
A flawless round coming in. Mojo keeping calm and collected even though that there were 3 players pushing up. And like I said, you have to watch out for that Astra Gravity Well and the Seas. Mojo threw out the Seas onto lane. And that enabled Hadif to be stuck on lane while the 2 others were being pulled in. So he was able to reposition onto Log there and he takes 3 down. Dua taking out the last person over in mid there as well to wrap things up.
Whoa, bit of sus shots there. You know, he had the crosshair everything on point. I'm not sure if he chunked enough damage through that one. Trying to get the timing there, Dua alongside with does not seem to get any yet. Utilities were burned. Only does have the pink shells left for Dua. And now Saviero is going to drop down
vision.
the stars from Astra.
And again, TG, too much respect going on here. Leaving Sentium to do his own thing when he could have at least had one more. Playing with him to get a frag, to get a trade in. And I think that GFS already have this read here. Look at how they're posted up. One on the side of the rest of here.
Hadif takes down 2, going for the 3rd one, but does not. As Dua uses the pink shell to take Spacey down, and Hadif gets taken down by Azam. Azam now up against Saviero. Mojo
in a very ratty position here by the backup generator by the Astral Device. And a nice coming in from Sentium taking out Brad.
Sentium takes down Brad over that angle, manages to take down the defending sniper, and now Saviero gets taken down by Azam. It's 2v2, just like that. TGR off for the fight onto B. In a blink of an eye, shots exchange, ultimates placed, and there you go. It's a
pinched. Mojo is being pinched by 2 players here, and there's one more player on the side of Goodfellas. It is Azam who cuts the site in half, but both of them are already over that wall. Could this be a big misread where he commits to the defuse because they can't hear it? He taps it once, throws the overdrive, goes for a pick, but Azam with a nice speed. Free fire over that wall.
1v1 Sentium comes in close, trying to deny the plan, but gets the fork. The smiles on the face of Azam. He knew he did a good job.
Azam putting in the shades.
Azam.
You gotta respect. He was smiling. He threw a very ice in my veins face and then suddenly pulls in the shade.
1 second, peeps. I got a reason to
Adorable there from the man himself, Azam. What a clutch from Azam.
Very well played. The discipline. Even though he got flashed and he was already late to react to it, he repositioned his mouse after a flick over the Astral Divide and manages to get a pick. Here we have it over on the replay. Fully flashed. That happened fully flashed while he was repositioning his mouse. And then Sentium with a whip here gets punished for it by Azam.
Punished it so well from Azam. But, it is a 4v4 already, it seems. The rest of Goodfellas are going to assemble onto B.
You want to play?
He does have the side check. They as well. Shots are getting exchanged. Utilities are going to come in through. Clearing out B main. Generalizer leads the charge with Dua clearing out the B main. They do know B main is clear already, but Sentium managed to get a pick off the Generalizer. And now Dua is going to take his position. Dua takes the wallbang off, trying to get a Saviero it seems, but does not see Sentium in a very, very nasty position there. The angle Sentium. He can do this one, but no, Brad! And Sentium gets taken down by Duadwa. Duadwa takes takes the second one, going in for the third one, and yes, he does take the third one. Duadwa! You are insane, Duadwa. That was just aim laps.
Yet again, like I said,
Love explosions.
you put anyone in the position of Brad. Hey, again with the shades. Let's go.
Round before the switch.
That was da-da-da-da-da.
A gangster moment right there.
DWDWA. Yo,
Duadwa.
Duadwa. Oh, thug life, man.
It is a sight for sore eyes, man. Oh, absolutely nice. But again, GFS, even though time is ticking down, they utilize every second. You notice every time they defuse, it's 2 seconds left, 3 seconds left, sometimes even less than a second.
Oh, but Duadwa here coming out with the gravity well, but it's not yet anywhere. I think the shades were affecting his vision in game there. Gets taken down by Hadif. It is a 4v4 now for both teams.
Through the force here by Brad, about to meet the eyes of Sentium. When I just say it, he gets picked off of the entrance in B main there.
Now Brad holding still onto B, but the rest of TG are going to assemble themselves onto A. They might initiate this one off, but Brad still holding that angle so well. Not gonna get anyone, it seems, but Spacey does make the entrance here with the Bulldog. Gets the door down. Shots are going to get fired from here, but the ultimate comes in from Fade. And Azam also already trying to push this one in. Gets the first one and gets Exotic. I think the flash was popped really well there. And Xaviero takes out Azam. And just like that,
End of our first half. Goodfellas on a strong 11-1
Switching
there.
sides.
I'd like to talk about something here that I finally realized about GFS. You notice that after TG comes out of an eco round, they're on full buy. And you expect them to play slow. And Goodfellas, they decide to pinch on full buy rounds. And when they have to eco, GFS decide not to go for pinches. You notice this?
yeah.
It's making them paranoid about which rounds they should be playing safe or playing fast. And I think it's really getting into the heads of TG.
Yeah. They're definitely more shakier than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd see them, you know, always dominating, always playing so confidently. But for this one, they are a bit shaky. I mean, the pressure probably as well. It is 11-1.
Some setting up here. Some smoke over Kabi. And look at Duadwa and Mojo already taking up so much space over onto middle here. Just clearing out everything. Pushing on in, and Duadwa gets the opening pick along with Janelizer, getting Xaviero down to 3 on TG. What are they gonna do on this retake?
Yep, Janelizer just holding on to market, trying to see anyone pushing on through this. Gets the top flash. Hadif takes him down. It is a 4v2, but Duadwa taking so much space already as Exotic takes Duadwa down. But health-wise on TG, not really looking so good. But Brad, all the way from high mid, takes down Exotic, followed by Mojo. And there you go, match point.
Match point.
Fellas, man.
For the Goodfellas, throwing on some shades while living the gangster life.
Yeah, living the gangster. But Duadwa, man, so adorable
With the shades,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was so adorable. And then he pushed out of A main, and then everything just happened so quick. It is 12-1, Mus.
Yeah, and again, if they're doing so many nice pinches on defense, man, on attack, that's what you're supposed to do. So it's like warming up to switch sides.
Yeah, exactly. Duadwa now pushing on to be in. Whoa! Someone's trying to get the wall bang through there. The satchel comes in, and it is a flying Duadwa as he takes down Hadif. Brad as well takes down Xaviero. 3v5. It's Spectres against Classics out here. Brad takes down Spacey. Sentium takes down Brad. Mojo and the rest of Goodfellas are going to hold on to B. Generalizer holding on to the door. Oh, runs and guns here. Tries to take down Exotic, and yes, he does. But it's only Sentium left who gets taken down by Mojo. 13-1. Game number 1 for Goodfellas.
What a game coming in from Goodfellas. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer because there were a lot of rounds where TG could have taken a round or two at least. Especially that post-plant situation where Brad managed to clutch 3v1. Another round where Azam also clutches. If it's not the 5 of them stomping, it's a matter of who's going to be Clutchmeister this time around. And look at the score here. ACS of Duadua 348, 124 econ rating, 3 first bloods. Brad 5 first bloods on that chamber as well.
I mean, Brad has been really exceptional. A very sentinel fragging player. You know, he plays his role so well. He's holding on to angles, he's watching flanks, he's getting important picks, and he's also clutching out rounds.
He is. But again, I like how I saw GFS play today. Compared to before, I would always compare them to kids in a playground. They just hantam everything they see. But this time around, so disciplined, so respectful of the team they're going against.
Yeah.
And that was a lot more interesting to analyze, especially coming in from your play-by-plays there. Absolutely phenomenal game. And especially for the first one today. What's more, in the second one that's going to be coming up after we have this short break. So see you guys in a bit.
I don't even know if you can handle it.
Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away.
Oh, welcome back. Didn't see you guys there, but welcome back. After a very, very one-sided on the score, but it was pretty intense
It
in
was.
the game. Yeah, 13-1, game number 1 of our upper finals. 13-1, game 1 for Goodfellas, and
TG only
yeah,
scoring
TG.
one round there. A lot of lost rounds, especially that pistol to begin the game. They had only 6 seconds left on the clock, and Sentium holding that spike coming in from A main, a bit too hesitant as that door was destroyed, unable to close and secure the cross. But they had the numbers, but again, it's Goodfellas. What are you gonna do against these guys? We're talking about the Giants here.
Yeah, playing a bit too safe, it seems, from TG. I think the pressure as well and everything is just coming all together as one. And we shouldn't discredit how Goodfellas were playing, tip-top performance. It was their 100%, I would say. They played it out. They weren't there to have fun. They were there to win. And win they did.
They did. And again, talking about how GFS capitalizes per round. Despite being on a disadvantage or at an advantage, which was the majority of that game, it was very push and pull in terms of how they were covering that map. You had TG on eco rounds. GFS would respect it. They wouldn't push. But on full buy rounds, after the eco, suddenly they come out of nowhere and within 10 seconds, the round's already over, causing TG to think, maybe we should slow down even more. Maybe we should just see if they push us. But then they don't. So they're thinking, what are we doing here wasting time? And the moment they try to commit, GFS is waiting on the other side of that door and they're ready to take them out.
Yeah, the mind games are pretty real on this one. And just like that, when you're indecisive, the pressure gets to you. You just don't know what to do. And yeah, the winner takes all. But we are going into the game pretty soon. It's map number 2. And I believe it is Breeze.
It is going to be Breeze. So yeah, hang in there, guys. Again, running out this short ad. See you in Agent Select.
And we are back onto the Agent Select. And we are going to see what kind of compositions do we have here. We're definitely going to see Viper a lot. We are going to see Sova as well. And yes, we are starting to see these agents getting picked on the screen. Of course, there is a KO for the Goodfellas side. TG is deciding to pick over the Sky.
Exotic, well known for his Sky. Hadif on his main man. Sova, Sentium doing his thing, just chilling on that chamber. Spacey on Jet this time.
He was Jet
Select
as well
your
last game, I
agent.
think.
He was, yeah. It was Mojo who was raised there, and then
Oh, and Generalizer. Bringing up Jet into the picture.
and the Twitch chat right now, predictions are coming in favor of GFS 65% with TG on.
Ooh, 35%.
Big segregation there for the audience, thinking Goodfellas is gonna take this home, and I think rightfully so after a 13-1 for that first map.
But then again, it's Valorant. And momentum is everything, map is everything, agents like as well as everything. And each game does have a new feel into it, especially when both teams are on top of their game.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be a lot tougher on TG this time around. They're coming in to a second game just 5 minutes after they were completely and utterly destroyed by the Titans themselves. 13-1. There's no other nice way I could have put that.
Yeah.
It's very it's gonna be tough for you to come back in thinking fresh and not have that lingering sense of doom from that previous game.
Yeah. You will still be able to feel, you know, that slap on the back, and then you
Yeah.
have to try to pick it up again. So it all comes down to mentality, momentum, and how you want to handle this problem as a team.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, if you don't got the aim, then say bye to the game.
Hawk out!
Anyways, we
Blinded.
are picking it up here with TG on the defender side, and a very nice initiation coming in. Toxic screen coming up, Snakebite as well, denying any space for TG to breathe here as the spike is already being placed down by Mojo. 0 point as well, not tagging anyone over that side. It is still a 5v5. Saviero is a little bit tagged here.
Shots are going to get exchanged soon enough as Sentium takes down Brand. Spacey takes down AZ Amp. Azam, and then Spacey takes another one down as well, but Mojo shuts him down just in the nick of time. Dwadwa takes up a kill over Sentium, but just like that, TG pick up the pace from Goodfellas.
A very nice retake coming in from TG. Very composed and calm as well. Passing on over the defuse here for Hadif to get another point onto that Hunter's Fury. Looking a lot better than the first game, not hesitating and just going for the trades.
Yep, indeed, the trades coming in very well. Everything was really smooth. I think it's going to be, hopefully for TG, it's a new map. It's going to be a new momentum for them as well. I really hope they're going to pick up the pace on this one and, you know, bring up a very good fight here for Goodfellas.
Alright, here again, Goodfellas going in for a very fast take on to B with the Force Spy here. Spectre's coming in. The Owl Drone is gonna start this push, trying to get information. 0 point gonna shut down Saviero, but the Snakebite has already been thrown into the mix, and Saviero managed to get one. Gets taken out by Generalizer in return. Spike again, placed down by Mojo. Spacey right beside Azam here, who takes him out with that Sheriff. A very clean one tap, and now the retake starts.
Retake starts for TG. They are going to use a bit more of their utilities on this one as the Shock Dart takes the backside, creating a bit space here, but Brad does have the angle over here. Takes down the Wolf, and now Hadif. The rest of his teammates will be taking this one, but Generalizer with a very beautiful position as he pushed through the smoke. What a beautiful timing there from Generalizer.
Just as I was saying, TG look a lot better here. GFS, they don't put any brakes on the gas. They just put the metal to the pedal and go in full force on that Force by round.
Yeah, I think that retake was timed off really well from Generalizer. He pushed through the smoke just as they were pushing back. They were pushing a bit further, and he didn't watch behind him. I think it was Exotic. I think he didn't watch behind him and just gets taken down like that. But Brad takes up a frag over Spacey.
Spacey taken out here and manages to tag Saviero through that wall with the Marshal. They're down 50 HP. And Setia manages to rendezvous right out on time. Dua getting another pick onto Exotic. Setia with the trade gets 2, and with that, the shock dart and the sheriff shot from Mojo manages to find 2 players on the side of TG, just enough to close that round within seconds.
Very pretty quick round. It was so quick. That was really smooth. Just like that, the utilities were flying all over the place. The frags were coming in, out, the feed as well, and just like that, snap of a finger, and Goodfellas get that round over. TG.
Yeah, and it seems that they are gonna be going for a bit of an A. Oh no, it seems like they're going for a default this time around, as it is gonna be the full buy coming in from TG.
Yeah, they do have the upper hand right now. They're gonna play it a bit slow here, it seems, trying to get a few picks. Generalizer does get the flash popped through, and yeah, and we're looking at how Generalizer is going to hold this angle off, trying to get picks, it seems, from anyone, trying to cross onto mid, but it does not seem if anyone is going to cross onto this one, as TG is playing it super safe. It seems. If you look at the map, they are holed up really well. They're bunkered and hunkered down, just ready to get mini picks, but the KO ultimate comes in. Generalizer with the dash is going to get Spacey down out of this, but Exotic picks up 2 as he takes down Dwadwa, who needs a revive here, and Mojo. Oh, Azam actually manages to revive him. Hadif takes down Dwadwa again, gets shut down twice. Generalizer taking up the space. Sentium misses a bit there, but Hadif takes down Azam. The shots are coming in. Hadif with a 3k. It's only Brad left. What can you do with the Spectre?
You can't discredit the fact that Brad here is on a Spectre. Aldron spots him out. It is 3 on the side of TG. And look, again, a lot of respect coming in despite the fact that it is just one player. With an SMG here, very disadvantaged. And they don't even know where the spike is placed. It seems that they are slowing things down here, just letting time tick down, forcing Brad to make a decision here. Recon Bolt, the Poison Cloud as well coming in, and they are going to be jiggling again and again, and Hadif confirms the 4th, taking out Brad to equalize 2-2. Man, what an intense round. And did you guys actually realize all those opening picks were through the smoke?
Oh,
the toxic screen set up by Azam put up, and it worked against them. Dwadwa and Azam were taken out through a smoke bang from Exotic, and then Hadif, 3rd opening pick as well on the retake. They're not even trying to deny anything yet at that point, and they get another through that smoke.
Yeah, I think they were just spamming over B main. They were spamming it really, really hard. And then now Sentium with the operator, going to hold the angle around shop, but the rest of Goodfellas are going to be cautious on this one. They made a bit noise, you know, like they knocked on the door, but once the door was about to get open, they just ran away. But could this be a pick here from Brad? No, that's not. Brad decides to retreat as well. The rest of Goodfellas seems like they are going to push for B, as the rest of TG are still holding on to A. You're only leaving Xaviero over B. Dwadwa now dropping over window. Xaviero holding the angle. Azam is going to pop the smoke screen, and Xaviero sends in the utilities to slow down the push, but it seems that he could not stop everyone. Generalizer makes himself known on the side. The scan comes in as well. Does not get anyone, it seems. Xaviero, the Hunter Furies, comes in for Hadif as he tries to get a few, but does not get anyone, it seems. Spacey going through elbow, takes down Mojo, takes down Azam. Spacey and Generalize answers with the knives, but Dwadwa takes down Xaviero, and Brad takes down Spacey, and the shots are coming in from Sentium as he takes down Generalizer. It is a 1v2 situation. It's only Dwadwa inside, and we do have Brad over onto B main. It's only Sentium left. It seems like he is going for the safe here. The spike is already planted. Looks really comfortable here for Goodfellas. Sentium going in for the operator safe here, trying to get exit. No, it's not going to get exit right. Just pushing it out of A main.
He is too far. And that's another round coming in for Goodfellas here. 1 point lead now. It was looking bad for them, with Spacey managing to get 2 very quickly.
Pretty
Pretty
quick.
nasty shots coming in, and then Janalizer with the reply gets 2 as well on that Blade Storm, missing the last one onto Sentium, who gets punished by that Headhunter. So it seems now that Goodfellas are going in for A again. Who knows? They might be just knocking on the door and leaving again. Same setup. This time, however, Spacey is going to be huddled up over in Tunnel along with Exotic and Saviero. Sentium on that tour de force to start things off here.
Yes, Sentium does have the tour de force. Can he take one down here? I think they are going to expect a Sentium is going to be here. They take with the throw. They get a scan, but Sentium actually takes down Janalizer. Was just a bit off on the shots there. Janalizer gets taken down by Sentium. Sentium retreats all the way to yellow, and Azam is going to position himself here outside of drop ropes, it seems. But Spacey does have the angle over mid as well. If they do have the information that all the members of Goodfellas are over A, this is a very promising position from TG. They can pincer this down or just hold the angle in case they retreat. But the utilities are going to get popped here over backside of A. The rest of TG are forced to reposition, it seems, but Goodfellas are still not initiating anything at all. And everyone is just taking it a pretty slow.
You can see on the map here, Spacey has already taken up so much space. He's waiting on the edge of that trademark. But the push is already coming in. Hunter's Fury activated. And now they're challenging TG for the side of the side. And Mojo managed to find Hadif there. Azam placing down the spike. What is TG gonna do?
The rest of the shots are coming in. Spacey does take down Mojo. And now Spacey is going to push up a bit more inside. Saviero takes down Brad. It's only 2 members of Goodfellas left. It's Azam against the boys here. Azam with an insane spray transfer, and Duadwa as well, who takes down Spacey. But do they spot Saviero here? Saviero in a very optimal position here. He can actually take the both of them down, but no! What a clutch there coming in from Goodfellas. 2v4. 2v3.
2v3. Yeah. It was split up to a 2v3. It was 4 in the beginning, but a person got taken up way too early there. And man, I have to say, that Viper Spit caused Saviero to choke on those fumes. Because he tried to jiggle onto the smoke, but instead, the tip of his barrel gave away the position over to Duadwa. And that was the cost of that round.
Yeah, but Azam though, the spray transfer, it was... the second one was pretty... Yeah, but he did get away with it. And just like that, he actually won that round.
And again, Aldron gonna start things off here. And Sentium does not manage to rendezvous out yet again. Janalizer getting 1. Brad getting 2. It is down to 2 players on TG within a matter of seconds here.
And Azam is going to still be... I think he's going to play the lineups here, it seems. But Hadif is going to get a few shots here after the rest. Gets walled back, but Mojo fixes it up. And Brad smiles on his face as he takes down the last member of TG.
Yeah, again, another nice pincer movement on the last 2 players coming in from GFS onto TG there. It was Hadif and just Saviero left, and they were punished for playing by those doors. Goodfellas, the only ones allowed to knock here.
Yeah, they can knock and they can run, and then TG just left the door open. I'ma leave the door open. Ding, 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 ding.
Alright, coming into this round, round number 8. Yet again, it's gonna be the same thing. However, the Viper Spit from Saviero are gonna slow things down.
Saviero does have the Viper Pit. It's gonna pause everything down. I think he used one of his util there, but the rest of Goodfellas are looking. Fight over mid, but Sentium with a spicy shot as he takes on Brad. Duadwa does get the access over the door. Mojo is going to push into this one, and Sentium in a very good position. And Hadi picks up 2. Lined up for him. Maybe getting the 3rd one here if the KO gets down. If Duadwa gets taken down, he will be getting a 3K.
Last player standing.
Now Mojo, yeah. Exotic takes down Duadwa. It is a 5v1 just like that.
But again, this is a big player. It is Mojo. Against 5 though, it's gonna take a lot for him to do anything here, and that guiding light thrown out by Exotic is gonna give away his position. He is taking up a lot of space here in halls, and everyone is just ready. They have the information. We have Spacey over in mid looking up into Nest. looking over at Crash in case he decides to drop down. That recon bolt not giving
30
information.
seconds left.
And Mojo not using his to give away his position as well.
Now good. Now Mojo is just going to retreat back a bit more onto B. I think Spacey heard him. Spacey is going to hear him. He gets the recon in. Spacey does not fire at all. Mojo spots him as well. He has to plant this one down. But whoa, Spacey moving through the air like Top Gun and gets taken down by Exotic over tunnel. Could have been a promising play there, but Spacey, very good from Spacey.
Yeah, very calm and collected here, and this is a lot closer than we are seeing compared to Ascent. It is 3-5. It was 5-2, but that gap is closed because of this round. Again, the way that they set up here, Azam had a really nice setup. He put the toxic screen up to cut off mid and door, and they wanted to use the smoke to enable them to pop flash. But Hadif and Exotic, however, 200 IQ'd, they played anti. And that brought so many opportunities the moment Duadua and Azam came out of that door.
Yep, and we are now going into round number 9. A very fantastic round from TG. But now we are going to jump into this one. And it seems that Goodfellas are going in for the split push. There's 3 onto A. And Generalizer and Brad will be positioning themselves over B. I think they are more interested in getting picks at this point.
Yeah.
Not going to go for the fast execution push here. And Sentium is just holding the angle over B. Yeah, again, they're knocking on the door over A and just trying to mislead them. Oh, but a shot from Sentium as he manages to take down Mojo, who was holding the spike. They do have the information. And Sentium not backing off just yet.
But
still
they have
confident.
the spike back in hand here. And that 0 point managing to suppress him, so he has no way of getting out in that situation if they decide to dry peek him. But who wants to dry peek an operator on Sentium especially?
Yeah, especially now Azam is going to rotate all the way to A. Goodfellas are very good at knocking on doors, man. They just knock and then they just run. They pop the ultimate as well. But Hadif is going to hold over A with Xaviero. Dua pushing onto this one as Generalizer gets the sided check. Shots are getting fired through toxic screens, and Dua picks over Exotic. Xaviero takes out Generalizer, and Hadif with the 2K, but Brad takes him down instead. It's only Spacey and Sentium left. It is Brad against Spacey and Sentium, but Brad takes one down. It's only Sentium left. It's a battle of the chambers, but time is just not enough, and Sentium won on this one. Sentium takes down Brad just as the clock finished ticking.
Looking good here, TG, keeping it composed yet again. And Hadif came out really good there. He got 2, almost got a 3rd, but was a bit too paranoid about people playing up in front side. However, no one was there. It was just Brad all the way back up in A main with that tour de force, and almost managing to take out Spacey right there, but he manages to tailwind just as he was about to take the shot, making it a 2v1, time ticking down, and Spacey using the updraft to stall yet again, and Sentium just had to hide in order to cover. Again, GFS here are playing thinly spread. They're not going in together fast because they tried doing that earlier and it was their demise. That's what made the momentum shift over to TG's side. TG, however, just doing the same thing here again. A nice anti-flash from Hadif, making him pick up 2 so cleanly. How does he get away with that with no one else to trade?
Hadif, man, just takes him down like that. No trades at all coming in. Goodfellas are already down to 3 people. The Hunter Fury comes in, applying a bit more pressure onto the side, but does not stop the spike from getting planted. The toxic screens are coming as well. The recon line, the shotgun line comes in as well from Hadif. Does not get anyone. So Vera getting up really close, but Brad almost picked up a kill there, but manages to TP out of the way. The defuse comes in. The Hunter Fury pops here onto Spacey, who is chunked down into half, but very good there from Spacey. Manages to divert it away, and just like that, the spike has been defused. What a team play there from TG, man!
TG are ramping up their pace and they're applying to the Titans. They're making the Giants bleed, and look at Xaviero having the time of his life on that camp.
Yeah, the calls, I'm sure the calls were all on point. They knew what they were gonna do. You know, Spacey knew what he was gonna do as well when he was sticking onto the defuse.
And this is nice. They equalize the score and they decide to take a timeout.
Wow, just hold the momentum there for Goodfellas.
Yeah, they really want to take this, the max distance. They want to send it.
Yeah.
I
they won
can
the
feel
second.
it. TG really want this in the bag. If
Yep.
they manage to equalize, and this is the first time I've seen any team manage to equalize with Goodfellas
Goodfellas.
at all, and they do it not. It doesn't look like it could go any way. They look really good here.
Yeah, I think they've done this before. It's pretty deja vu for me, if you remember. They've done this before, actually.
They have,
Yeah, TG against I think was it Goodfellas or was
but
it
they're
another
but the
name?
team composition was different.
Yeah, it was different.
Now it's full of Radiant players.
Yeah, but then again, I think in terms of like the reputation and everything, these two teams, right? The names in the team, they do have the reputation of going all out against each other. And like I said, the last time they met was almost a year ago.
It was
and-
back in December.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and-
that was
and
back
then-
in December.
And then now it's like August, so we waited that long. We waited so much for them to go up
Standing
against
ahead.
each other again. Finally getting the chance.
Shock dart.
And we are going into round number 11 for TG and Goodfellas. TG are slowly picking up the pace. They know what they're doing. The
Again,
communication, everything is going well.
The setup is just the same here. You have Exotic, Spacey, and Sentium over in B. You leave Saviero and Hadif to hold down A. They didn't change anything. I like this. If it's not broken, don't fix it. And that's what they're gonna do here. They'll adapt once things start to fall apart. And again, GFS just running down the time, trying to get any information, but they're not getting anything here, even with this Owl drone coming up from Mojo.
Yep.
Out of
The
charges.
pop flash comes in. The rest of the good players are going to take the side, but Saviero does have the unsyn to prevent the plan. But Hadif
Enemy
plays
down.
around with Jellylizer and takes down Dodo as
Revealing
well.
area.
The man on his main agent takes down 2. Brett takes down Hadif instead. Hazam pops up the smoke, and the smoke is up for the team. It's up for Goodfellas. Brett in a very good position here. I'm not sure if anyone can catch him up there, but
Spike
Sentium
down A.
Exotic gets on the kill feed as they
30
take down
seconds
Azam.
left.
And
Now Exotic drops
1v3
down.
right now. It is, again, Brad. However, he is not on a
Watching
Vandal or Phantom, just an Operator. And Sentium
How
cuts him off for any clutch potential there. Man, they're
Last
winning
round in the
rounds
half.
by 3, by 4
I
players.
can buy for you. Might that work?
Yeah, just
This
like
is looking
that.
bad for GFS,
Yeah.
actually.
It's looking really well for TG. After an upsetting game 1,
I can buy
these
for
boys,
you. My
man, they
treat.
got it. They know their potential. They know what they can do. They know how good Goodfellas is, but I'm sure they know they can do better as well. So it's all about, how they want to execute everything as a team.
And here we are, the final round before the swap. The guiding light from Exotic giving information that our players huddled up by B main, unaware of how many Owl drone being initiated here. And Toxic Screen coming up, Null Command as well to start things off. Spacey learning from his mistake that he needs to check this Toxic Screen, and he manages to take out Mojo to start things off.
That's a good one from Spacey. Patience and everything comes into play, but Generalizer takes down Exotic. Generalizer takes down Spacey, and Sentium takes down Generalizer for his fallen brother. But the rest of Goodfellas already moving on to A. They do have the side. The ultimate comes in from Azam. The spike is planted as
Spike
well.
planted.
Sentium just holding onto this angle. Does he spot Dwadwa this time around? Yes, he does. But the shot does not connect at all. And Dwadwa gets away with it. It's 3v2. And then Brad holding on to side. Saviero is going to set up the wall for the retake. He is only with his brother, Hadif. These two, they've been working really well together, defending the side. But
flight.
will they be able to take the site together as well? The wallbang comes in through Brad, trying to get Brad, but the bomb flash comes in from... Oh, but Saviero takes down Brad! It's 1-1 next,
remaining.
and 1-1
One
takes down
enemy
Saviero!
remaining.
But Hadif, wow, chunks down the member, so good! Oh, with the frenzy from that range, treating it like a phantom, this
Switching
man
sides.
makes magic!
The magic happened right there as Azam, as you said, on that frenzy, despite the fact he was at a disadvantaged position because of the range, was so disciplined taking taps on a frenzy. You would be so tempted to just spray and pray with that. But he knew, even though he didn't have time, he still wanted to get it on the board there. Wanted to get another kill for himself. And that
I'd be
was a
really
very
cheeky.
interesting half. A 6-6 scoreline coming in from these two great teams. And now TG are going to be on the attacking side. What are they gonna come up with? I see that Hadif is playing on his own by B side, along with maybe Xaviero cutting out any crosses over at mid, and the rest of the gang trying to go for information into A side.
Yep, it is 6-6, pretty intense, back and forth rounds, and but Goodfellas are going to be on the defense, and it seems
Two players on the here, Generalizer
yeah,
and
Generalizers and Mojo, they are going to push onto mid, trying to get the space there. They're getting the control. They're making so much noise. I'm not sure if this is a
they
strat.
cracked Xaviero actually. There was a small fight there. Xaviero already down to very low, but he's gonna be healed right now by Exotic. Again, things are slowing down here. Again, they had the information that people were crossing onto mid, and they're denying it. I like how they understand how GEFS are playing now. They need to understand this, that if you give them enough space, disaster is about to strike. Again, Generalizer over in mid could be dangerous for the cross here from Hadif. 45 seconds left on the clock. And I don't know what they're going to be able to do here. But the Recon Bolt gives away the positions of Hadif and also Generalizer. They're going to commit with this Trailblazer to start things off with Spacey on the charge.
Azam going to deny the push here with the toxins. But Spacey. Oh, Azam, where are you looking? Azam takes down and actually takes himself down as well as he steps onto the toxins. But Spacey and oh, Spacey and Xaviero left. It seems they picked down two from Goodfellas. And just like that, it's only Mojo left. Mojo takes down Spacey. The shot that comes in from Hadif. They know where Mojo is. Mojo is really low now. The recon comes in as well. Mojo sends in the counter recon. But Xaviero is just right onto the middle of Pyramid and takes down Mojo. And now TG will be leading over Goodfellas 7-6.
And whenever this happens, we know Goodfellas like to go for a force buy. We saw that earlier in this same map, and I know TG are gonna be aware of this. So none of them are gonna be gambling here. Maybe just Sentium with the Headhunter, but again, you have a Spectre with probably half armor on a map like Breeze. It's too long for you to commit and spray. You're gonna have to go for the taps, and in between those taps, the Headhunter can find its way to cut off your head.
Here. Deploying drone.
It's going to be yeah. It seems that they're not going in for the force buy. I think they're probably playing on the pistols. It seems from Goodfellas. Brad on the Headhunter. Hadif is just jump peeking through window, trying to get shots off of Brad. Trying to get information. The rest of TG are scrabbled onto mid. Just leaving Hadif.
You see what Mojo did there with the dart? The Recon Bolt manages to scan anyone bottom B main, so Brad knows he can just keep his crosshair placed at that window where someone was jump peeking.
Yeah. That's a very big brain, but Spacey does take down Godwa, who's just peeking out of double door. Shots are getting exchanged here. Mojo is going to hold that. Mojo seems to be retreating, going to move into A. The utilities are getting popped over
this
A.
corner.
Yeah, but Azam, very nasty corner. Azam actually managed to take down Spacey. Xaviero takes down Azam as well. Now Pop Flash comes in, hits Generalizer in the face. It's only Generalizer here going to take A by himself, it seems. But the rest of his teammates are already here. Mojo and Brad already make their way here. But it's only Xaviero. Hadif takes down Mojo. Generalizer tries to take one with him, but does not. And Sentium and Exotic get on the feed as they wrap up that round for TG as they lead 8-6.
A nice one for each team. Ace coming from TG. Again, I can see that GFS here are still trying their best. We would usually think they're trolling, but I don't see that here. Not at all. TG are actually bringing a whole new playing field from their side. And now, it's going to be the bonus against the full buy.
Yep.
And if they win a bonus against a team like Goodfellas, that's saying something else.
Something else. And it's 8-6. Goodfellas have to get a grip on this one. We know how good they are, but it seems that they are a bit shaky as well by TG here. Tuado just positions himself over onto stairs. The rest of TG are getting up the space as well onto middle. They're trying. I think they're trying to get a control over mid here, trying to get picks as well off the other Goodfellas players. And Mojo just holding on to tunnels. Not much action going on here. It's still a bit chilly.
Things are slowing down a bit again. TG
Charges.
respecting it because they are at a disadvantage again. They have the lesser weapons against
Scanning ahead.
GFS here. Again, trading recon balls for information, but they get the position of Mojo scanned out. However, Brad still in a good spot there by the edge of elbow, just waiting to see if anyone crosses here into B main, trying to pinch on to Mojo then. But again, the guiding light starts things off. Mojo with a nice anti. Exotic with the trade. Janny as well managing to get two. Exotic also getting two. Two people left on the side of TG. Trailblazer denied.
enemy
And
remaining.
Duadua covering over, taking out Exotic, denying the potential to kill onto Janelizer earlier. Tailwinds out of there. It is just Setia who gets wall banged from Janelizer over on broken wall. It is now a 1-point difference closed out. But again, damage done by TG. They tried it out. They took out 2 players on Spectres, and now it's gonna be the full buy against the full buy.
Generalizer with the final shot through the wall. Very good ADS there. Takes down. It was pretty messy, I think, before that. Everyone was getting taken down. Shots were getting exchanged. Frags were getting exchanged as well. And then just like that, in the end, we have Generalizer on the board as he takes down the last member of TG. And it is 8-7. We are popping into round number 16. Looking really well for Goodfellas. It seems they're trying to pick it up. They're trying to pick up one round at a time, it seems. And TG is not showing up as the previous rounds. It seems they got traded really hard over the mid. Generalizer dashed the wrong way. Whoa, still gets scanned there, even though he smoked it off. Now Mojo is going to well sent in drone to get information on this side. He does spot one over on the side. So Viero, it seems, is getting scanned onto this one. But Dodo will be pushing this one out. He is ready to pop this flash. But Generalizer picks up a frag over Zaviero. Oh, it's Spacey in the smoke, but Brad and Generalizer gets on the feet here. And Sentium! What a shot here from Sentium as he takes down Azam. Spike is still ticking. The health on Dwadwa is pretty low. Dwadwa is not looking so good. Brad is going to get off angle, but does not. Brad on the Spectre can only do so much, and Sentium gets the 3rd kill for him. And it is 9-7.
Sentium, great repositioning. He was playing over by tunnel there, manages to take down 1. And again, Dwadwa trying to get the refrag there, but does not manage to, and that gave just enough space for Sentium to reposition by B main to help with his brother out, Exotic on that post plant, and Exotic just toying around with the time, letting it tick down, mounting up the pressure onto Brad and Dwadwa, and he manages to pick one off, the diffuser Dwadwa, leaving Brad alone, who manages to dink him, but nothing happened yet again. And here, Janelizer with that Blade Storm manages to take down Spacey. He does not manage to find the second here, gets punished for it by Sentium. And Xaviero also finding Mojo, who was trying to help his brother out.
Oh, the momentum is just looking so good here for TG. They are picking up the pace. They're picking up the frags as well. They're covering for one another. And Goodfellas looks like they are in a very bad situation here. Exotic takes down Azam. Xaviero drops down from the vent. They are going to reposition themselves all the way to B, it seems, because B is clear for the taking. There is nobody at all going to stop B. Xaviero and Exotic will be taking the side down.
The moment Dwadwa pulled out that 0 point and looked away, Hadif crosses mid and catches him out.
The timing and position from Hadif, man. Very good read onto the game. But it seems Brad is going to make a lot of noise here. And Hadif is going to catch him off guard again. Hadif has been really huge in this game. He's been taking very important frags. He's been positioning really well like a rat, but he is doing the job.
He is, and the way he takes fight the way he's been taking fights.
21-11 Hadif.
Almost on a 2.0. And
wow,
coming in against this team,
yeah,
credit is given where credit is due, and I think Hadif is gonna be banking up a lot of that.
He is on his main.
He is. And Sentium on that tour de force this round. Anything goes wrong, Spacey has the Blade Storm. And they pop it both.
Wadwa does get the ball back. Trying to just scare off TG there from the like, yo, don't mess with my double door, man. And yes, they are not messing with your double door, Dwa. And now Hadif is going to send in the recon. It's a recon against recon. The drone is going down. Not get anyone. See, oh, does spot Mojo actually tags Mojo as well. Not sure how that actually works, but Valorant is Valorant, and Mojo is forced to retreat and reposition himself over onto halls. The rest of TG are still holding on to mid. They are playing really comfortable and very well for a team that's on attacking.
Mojo again taking up a lot of space here onto halls, as it is just Dwa and Azam holding on to A. Dwa looking over at mid. Azam as well covering him, not worrying about A main, as information is being relayed by our man Mojo. But the trademark is gonna deny anything here. It'll stop him from even getting information on this cross. The rotation is gonna be on to B main, where they'll meet the sides, the Generalizer
30
and
seconds
Brad.
left.
Yeah, but Mojo is definitely stuck. There's a toll.
Time.
But Spacey makes him make his way in. But Brad and Generalizer actually picks up 2 of TG over onto B main. So quick. Trades were so fast, but Brad takes down Spacey. Spike is still going to get planted. Sentium takes down Mojo. It is a 2v3. There's only 2 members of TG left. Wow, Hanif takes down Dwa. There's only Sentium left. Sentium takes down Azam. It is operator against operator. But of course, Sentium does have the upper hand on this one. He has the tour de force. A bit more faster. Not as slow as the operator, but
Excuse me,
whips just towards the end there. Oh, Sentium, so unlucky from Sentium. Brad actually take him down.
What
Wow.
a nice bait coming in from the Clutchmeister yet again, Brad. The way he right-clicked into the back of Sentium just as he was about to get out of that and get into cover. Just a millisecond, and he doesn't miss.
Man just don't miss. Even in the heat of battle, this man don't miss.
He don't miss.
He don't miss at all. Brad does the job so well. So close from Sentium.
And now they have 4 ultimates in preparation for this round, so that gap is gonna become even closer this time. Tour de Force and Viper's Pit activated on the side of GFS. Brad, the timing barely misses when Sentium was jiggling it. Hunter's Fury activated, managing to tag Spacey. No one else is gonna get his health rejuvenated back by Hexotic.
Spacey is going to pick up the space here onto double door. He might be able to get a pick here onto no, but Hadif takes down Generalizer. Oh, Brad as well takes down Exotic. Spacey takes down Dwa. It's 4v3 for now, but Mojo takes up over Saviero. Not looking so good for TG as their controller is already taken down. Spike is getting planted by Hadif. Spacey takes down Dwa. It's 3v2. It's only Brad and Azam, but Azam takes down Spacey. 2v2.
Sentium, look at his positioning here. The door is still open.
Oh, very nasty position. No one's gonna spot him this one. You would not expect anyone to be hidden there. But Hadif gets taken down. This is going to be huge for Sentium, but he whiffs over Brad. It's going to be a remake here. Oh, but Brad takes down Sentium
A
just
big
like that.
misplay from TG. Hadif's recon bolt was nicely lined up. He got greedy and wanted to take out Azam. He could have left it to Sentium because he knew Azam was already looking at him.
Yeah.
They had a perfect crossfire. It was just so mistimed.
They have to fix that one. There's definitely a miscomms there a bit.
This game,
yeah.
literally, one little detail missed and it's over.
Yeah, it just messed up the whole game, you know. But yeah, it could have been a miscomms there between the 2 players. They were already in really good position, right? We know they were in really good position. We know Sentium has the angle as well, and Hadif has the information from side. But they did not take advantage of that at all.
And now, we're going into the eco round. It's been a while since we've seen an eco round coming in. And TG is going to be on that side. What are they going to do here to capitalize on the advantageous side, that being Goodfellas? Full buy. Owl Drone is going to spot out Brad's position by the front of that entrance. Mojo with an opening pick taking out Saviero, making it 4 left. Recon Bolt being tagged up in the back of side. The Cloud Burst baiting in order to get that pick onto Brad. Very essential here. Duadwa manages to get another Hadif as well, but then Janilazer comes in with that operator, and now there's one man left, but he does not manage to find another as Jani shoots him out of that round. It is now 10 to 10.
Rounds after round, quick successions after each other, and there you go. 10 to 10. Goodfellas capitalizing and catching up to TG's pace and momentum. It is already 10-10. Generalizer is on 19 frags. Hadif is on 24. Hadif has been so exceptional. But looking at Goodfellas, they are doing pretty well as well for a team. As a team, TG does have to step up. They have to have a formidable, defense as well to hold the pushes from.
I've got your trail.
And now Duadwa is going to pop in the grenade, try
Welcome
to slow
to
down the push there for KC. But the ultimate does come in
Here.
from Exotic. Saviero. It's a very interesting ultimate over a main, it seems. But Sentium and Hadif are over at B. I think they're trying to make the knocking on the door as well.
A bit weird though, that Viper Spit is not really achieving anything besides stopping Goodfellas from pushing out, but no one is pushing out.
Yeah, they're on defense.
Yeah, they haven't been doing what they usually do.
It's pretty interesting from Saviero.
But look at how close Duadwa is moving into that Viper Spit right now. They have to get the information here. They have to understand that this position is very, very devastating for them, and a whiff from Exotic who gets punished by Duadwa.
Oh, that was a very unlucky whiff there from
30
Duadwa.
seconds
I mean,
left.
from
Exotic.
And just like that, Doda takes advantage of it, and the rest of TG are going to go to B. They're going to get the pressure here. They're going to push this one in, but Generalizer does not catch the flying jet. But Azam does take Spacey down. Azam is going to take another one down, but no! Saviero takes down Azam. The operator comes into play from Generalizer as he takes down Saviero. The shots are getting all over the place, but Goodfellas are in a very, very comfortable position here. But Hadif takes his time to spray it down, and Duadwa takes Hadif down. It is 10 to 11 for Goodfellas. Pretty quick.
There's only so much they can do now. It's gonna be really close, and another timeout coming in from Saviero. TG needs to take a short break from that. They need to breathe a little. They need to keep calm here. And man, GFS are looking good. Duadwa exploiting the mistake that was Saviero's Viper Spit.
Yeah, very common mistake. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, and that is a common corner. I just don't think they realized that it was gonna happen with Duadwa. It has only happened with Azam before, where he was hiding right behind his toxic screen. But this time around, it was their own piece of utility. And it must feel really bad for Exotic there, because it was also a potential kill, but he missed that opportunity. But let's slow down things a bit here, and let's talk about the setups coming from TG. What do you think about how they're initiating their attacks here onto Goodfellas?
They are playing a bit slow. It's
Yeah.
pretty clear. They're trying to. I feel like they're trying to adapt Goodfellas. In some certain attacks. They're just making noises, making utils, just try to bait Goodfellas out, and then they just rotate to the other side. But yeah, I think they're trying to do something about the minds of Goodfellas, but I think it's just not budging at all. They had to. I feel like they should have stick with what they did previously. Very quick, making the execution fast as well. Just getting side, and like you said, right, post plans for TG are so well.
Here.
I think things took a turn as soon as it was the Sentium and Brat 1v1, both on Tour de Force and Operator, and Brat managed to clutch it up. Might have stung them a little bit, and things started falling apart from there.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are gonna be on the round where it is gonna determine whether or not GFS secure the match point, or the Eco Fraggers are about to come out, but Janilazer misses a simple shot onto Sentium by the bottom of mid there.
Spacey is going to get the chance and getting the opportunity to push this one in with only a stinger, and Azam is going to punish him for extending that far with the stinger, and Azam picks up 2, Azam picks up 3, Azam picks up 4, no, but Exotic takes down Azam. Denies him the
One enemy
4K.
remaining.
Generalizer takes one.
Spike down
It's
B.
only Sentium left again. Mr. Sentium and his headhunter going to get the angle of this one. As Generalizer is holding the angle. Ooh, rubbing the
Baits
head
out the
right
shot.
there. Oh, but Mojo takes Sentium down.
He tries to bait out the shot to give him a little space to take out
Match
anyone
point.
covering him, but Mojo does not miss his mark there. It is now match point. TG have the economy to buy guns here. Sentium is gonna be going for that operator glass cannon on the half shield. This round is gonna be the most important one thus far. Will TG be sent to the game tomorrow, or will they be able to proceed to top 2 and send the Titans into the third map?
Yep. It's going to be a very intense one. It's 10 to 12. And now we have Azam in his ultimate. Just letting Spacey walk by. But I think he definitely heard it. But Azam, whoa, went in for the aggressive pick. They're very questionable. But Exotic does punishes Azam. A bit greedy there, it seems, from Azam. As the rest of TG, just like that, they had the opening for the site. They are taking the site down. Generalizer with the operator, just taking shots through the smoke. And Spacey is going to hold on to this one. Brett takes down Sentium. Operator down as well for TG. It's only Generalizer left here with Dwadwa, but Mojo takes up over Exotic. But Hadif and Spacey, very huge as Brett takes down Xaviero. Brett and Mojo will be taking the charge here for Goodfellas, but it's only Brett left against Spacey. Brett takes down Spacey, and it is only Hadif left. The top fragger of TG is going to up against Brett from Goodfellas. He is going to get off angle on this one, and yes, he does. Hadif saves the round for TG.
We are gonna be sent into another round. It is 1 point away for either them to go into overtime or for TG to be knocked out. Man, this is getting so intense. I am loving this so much. But the way they played there, Spacey almost cost them. He played a bit too out in the open, and Brad managed to take him out. But Hadif was patient. He knows Brad likes to confidently bring the spike to half and look for his target after. He had enough time, but he played it calmly, rotated back around the pillar, and managed to get Brad when he was looking in the wrong direction.
Spike drop.
But a very huge though from Azam actually.
It was those early picks.
He actually pushed out a bit too aggressive there. He did have the ultimate, but yeah, I think up to a point where, you know, you're feeling
I've got
confident,
your
you
trail.
want to do things like that as well. Spacey is taking up space here over A, but Mojo manages to take down Exotic. They do not have any flash in hand now, and Sentium takes down Brent, but Generalizer takes down Hadif. Very key players are already taken down for the post plan. You do have Exotic left, but Generalizer is picking up the pace here. Oh, Sentium is going to lose the 34! Whoa, from Dwadwa! And Generalizer picks up! Whoa, just like that, Goodfellas are going to get the round.
They sent TG into the LB for tomorrow.
Wow, what a run! Mojo! Everyone paying
respects to their player who is unable to attend the game.
Simon!
Simon!
Simon! Woo! Is that Simon? I don't know.
No, that's
Simon.
Simon is currently overseas.
Ah, I see. But yeah, there we go. And TG are knocked off of the upper finals and are going to be sent to the lower brackets. Don't worry, they're still in, but just on the lower brackets.
What a performance though, TG. Look at that score, man. This is the closest I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, closest
The
for
closest for the
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Yeah. We've talked about this since last year. We've been so excited to see this matchup, but just so unlucky. And now, finally having it, wow, man.
Man, finally being able to see it. And it's just 2 rounds, but they could have been overtime. But again, Sentium's timing a bit off, and the knife, the 0 point coming in from Dwadwa.
And the flank as well. No, the 0 point on Sentium gave Generalizer the opening for the flank.
It did.
Whoa, what a
Not
timing.
only did it give him time for the flank, it stopped him from using his tour de force, and he tried to go out, but he can't rendezvous.
Yeah.
It did so much. That one knife did so much damage.
Yeah, that one knife actually just made a lot of chain reactions all the way on to for generalizer, because I remembered he was pushing in.
But then he
But,
stopped.
yeah, because
of
he
the
knew trap.
trademark.
Yeah. What a play from Dodo on that round. That guy had the MVP for that round. The knife really created a lot of opportunities for Goodfellas, and they did so well, taking it so well.
MVP of that round, Dwadwa's letter
Dwadwa.
E on the keyboard.
No. The MVP is Simon, bro.
The MVP is Simon on the phones, paying their due respects to their team player.
Yeah, even in the heat of that, they still got time to take out their phone and, move over to that. But yeah, what a game there.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna be moving over into the post-match interview in a bit, but man, TG, so many rounds could have gone either way. They had the lead, 10-7, 3-point lead, and again coming back to the round where it was Brat on the operator and Setia playing by window on the tour de force. A critical mistake, trying to get the peak onto Brat, does not slide into cover just in time, and just that sliver, literally just like half of his back was shown. Brat right clicks and then gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will be moving now into that post-match interview from a player over from Goodfellas.
I'm excited. This is my first time.
Yeah.
Hey, Dodo!
Hello.
Can you put on your shades, bro?
Yeah, you want to put on the shades this time for the interview?
I got you guys.
Ew.
All right. So, Dwadwa, how are you feeling today, man?
Feeling great the first game, but I was like falling asleep on the second one. But we pulled through.
Yeah, definitely. So, with that in mind, what do you think was the biggest issue going into the second game? What was the most frustrating thing to deal with against TG there?
I think probably just on attack side, we were getting picked off with the op. We were trying to force a lot of fights.
Yeah.
And on defense, I think we misread some things they did. But overall, I think we had it.
Yeah, for sure. That last round, your knife MVP.
Yeah,
for sure.
Very
Yep.
MVP knife, bro. Was it calculated or like, what were the comms going through with you and Jenny?
Yeah.
That last moment there.
The last moment on the chamber with the op,
Yeah.
Yes.
we knew he was there.
Yeah.
So then we had two guys flanking, I think. So
Yeah.
it was up to me to get a chamber.
Yeah. And it opened up so much, and instantly, as soon as Jenny got into the flank, game over already. You guys managed to get that 13th round.
Yep.
Yeah, but how does it feel going in going up so close against TG? I mean, we know how good you guys are. We know
Yeah.
a lot of teams you guys have stomped and everything, but I'm sure this is one of the very first time, going up this close. So
Yeah.
what how
Honestly-
do you feel?
Honestly, I think I actually felt that it was really fun. Like we haven't had like this close match in a while,
Okay, yeah.
and I really enjoyed the game. Even if we went OT, I think even if we went third map, like I would
Yeah.
have enjoyed it really.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Humble.
Humble.
Yo, that's what we want from you guys. Yeah, I think the whole community in Brunei wants to hear that from Goodfellas as well. What I think everyone would have expect like, they're just gonna stomp everyone, But coming out from that, that's really heartwarming. I think a lot of people would love to hear that.
Yeah. And with that said, do you have anything you want to say before we take you out of this
I got
interview?
it. Hold on.
Oh no. I feel like this is gonna be a copy pasta.
Simon is here in spirit, boys. Simon is here. And honestly, on a real note, everyone in Brunei, I think, is a new game. Like, just take it slow, and I think you guys can reach the level. You just gotta keep practicing, man.
Okay. Humble words and
Thank you
words
to
of
the
encouragement.
Thank you for the good fellas boys.
Okay.
And then my boys at home, thank you guys. And thank you to the casters. Can't forget
Hey.
about you guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks. We really appreciate that coming
Thank
in.
you too, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this one.
Yeah. So thanks for
Welcome,
having
welcome.
us, and we'll see you in the next one, man.
All right. See you guys.
See you, man. Take care. All right, you heard it there from Dwadwa coming in from Goodfellas. Words of encouragement to the other players in Brunei from him. Just take your time, take things slow, and rack up that experience. You'll get there eventually.
Yeah, very, very heartwarming words from a top player like him. That's so encouraging. That's what we want to hear, from top players in Brunei.
Yeah, and with that being said, we are going to be going into another 15-minute break before we move on to the lower brackets to end the night. So yeah, hang in there, guys.
See you in a bit.
We go out and on the night, reach up and touch the light. We're dancing, we don't sleep until we die. We don't have to worry, drink up now the night is early. Keep dancing, there's no time for running right.